your warm weather.
Hey everybody, it was a warm day across the Beehive State. We had a little bit of moisture as well, very, very warm down in southern Utah. This time lapse coming out of Black Desert where they hit 104 degrees today. Way too toasty for my liking, but not too unusual for that area. We noticed get a little bit of shade from that cloud coverage. I'm sure you guys appreciated that down there. Made for a really beautiful sunset as well, that moisture bringing the clouds on in with pink skies. Look at that. That's from Cade, Curie, and Arwen, the Meyer kids. Thank you for sending that our way. Temperatures right now are still warm. We're in the 70s across most of the state. 79 degrees here in Salt Lake City. The average high temperature is 78 degrees in Salt Lake. St. George sitting at 93. That's also a degree above their average high temperature. So we're pretty warm, especially for this time of night. 72 degrees by midnight. Those clear skies are going to be holding on through the night. 66 degrees by 5 a.m. and then it warms up really quickly, already to the 80s by 10 o'clock in the morning, and it just keeps on rising. What you see here in orange, that's the forecasted high. The red is the record high. So we're forecasted to beat the record high tomorrow before a significant drop off on Monday, which will bring us actually back to average temperatures. Tomorrow, we're going to start to see an increase in moisture towards the eastern portion of the state, southern Utah, and the West Desert. But as we get into Monday, that precipitation potential really spikes, especially in southern Utah. We'll have some up here on the Wasatch Front as well, but places from Utah County down are going to have the best bet, as well as the eastern portion of the state. Our Futurecast walks us through the timing of that. Clears on out overnight, but we start to see those showers popping up again tomorrow, right around lunchtime. You noticed on the precipitation potential, eastern Nevada, the southern mountains. Then with the addition of daytime heating, these storms get a little bit more energy, and we start to see more pop up in the West Desert. And then by the evening, we could see some towards the Wasatch Front as well as St. George, but we have a layer of dry air that we need to chip away at first, so I'm not sure it's going to reach the ground. It will make for gusty conditions, though. By Monday morning, we're going to have much better chance of that wet weather along the Wasatch Front, and then the cold front passes, bringing cooler temperatures, and that northwesterly flow is going to push the moisture down, keeping that at bay. We can't rule out a shower in the afternoon here along the Wasatch Front, but again, it's mostly going to be centered over southern and eastern Utah. All right, let's take a look at the big picture. This is going to explain why we're seeing what we're seeing. This high pressure bringing the warm temperatures, this low pressure system off the coast, grabbing the moisture and pulling it up into the state, bringing unsettled weather to southern and eastern Utah tomorrow, as well as eastern Nevada, and then pushing further into the state for your Monday. And then we have another system that's going to be right behind that one that'll keep unsettled weather locked into the southern and eastern portion of the state into Tuesday, maybe even into Wednesday for some higher terrain. And then we have our eye on a little system that could be moving on in Friday, bringing a little wet weather, probably not too much. Partly cloudy skies is probably what we're going to be looking at. Tomorrow, we're going to be in the 90s for the most part, a couple 80s down south. 99 degrees is the high in St. George, but we can't rule out triple digits either. There is a chance that we see those showers in the evening, but we have scattered thunderstorms for your Monday. Temperatures dropping into the 80s, becoming a little more isolated on Tuesday, and then it clears out for your Wednesday, and 90s return by Thursday with dry skies. The Wasatch Front, we have that PM chance as well, but the best chance is going to be Monday morning with those isolated showers. Temperatures dropping a whopping 16 degrees in just a day from Sunday to Monday. 77 degrees for your Tuesday and Wednesday. We have a chance on Thursday and Friday, but it's going to warm back up to the 80s. So ultimately, it's going to be pretty dry up here in the north apart from Monday. Temperatures are going to be cooling down, but we just have one more day of serious heat to get through. Make sure you guys stay inside, stay in the AC, and stay hydrated. All right, Jordan, over to you.
All right, Seth, thank you. Wes, we have some serious